Hi guys, I'm Maggie and today I'm going to watch Game of Thrones Season 8 Episode 4. So for full reactions you can check the links down below. I'm uploading them in Patreon. There is the full uncut version of the reactions if you want to check them out. For less reactions you can become a member in YouTube. And from Instagram and from OnlyFans you can again check the links down below. So last episode was just so insane and heartbreaking and it was just wow. I was actually planning to watch episode 4 right after episode 3, but I was just so emotionally exhausted and my head was hurting from trying not to cry that I really couldn't do it and I just left it for another day. And now I'm watching it. I think I'm fine now, but so many characters died. And still there are a lot of characters who are still alive, but we have 3 more episodes, including that one, so I'm not sure who is going to survive by the end of this. And I guess now they're going to fight with Cersei, exactly what she wanted. So yeah, I'm kind of worried. So hope you enjoy, and without further ado, let's go! He died protecting her. And Tian sacrificed. He finally got his redemption. This is like showing him that he's part of House Stark. Oh, look how many people have died. Oh, Ghost is alive! Oh my god, he's alive! At least there is something happy here.
We're here to say goodbye to our brothers and sisters, to our fathers and mothers, to our friends. Everyone in this world owes them a debt that can never be repaid. It is our duty and our honor to keep them alive in memory.
Because of them, they're here today, alive.
And those who come after them. For as long as men draw breath.
Oh, I love the way that they're showing the people near the ones that sacrifice for them. They fight brave. They really did what they can so they can win. Everyone has lost so much.
You're Robert Baratheon's son.
Uh-oh. Is that bad?
You are aware he took my family's throne and tried to
Yeah?
have me murdered.
I didn't even know he was
no.
my father until after he was dead.
Yes. He's dead. His brothers are too. So who's Lord of Storm's End now?
I don't know, Your Grace.
Does anyone? I think you should be Lord of Storm's End.
Oh wow! Okay.
I can't be. I'm a bastard.
Yes.
No. You are Lord Gendry Baratheon of Storm's End, the lawful son of Robert Baratheon. Because that is what I have made you.
Oh my god, this is so cool. He's not a bastard anymore.
To Lord Gendry Baratheon of Storm's End.
And I thought she's going to make some kind of problem here. Oh.
A fitting reward for a hero. And Lord of Storm's End, who will be forever loyal to you.
See?
Is that why? Is that why she did it? So he can be loyal to her? Yeah, Sansa is not liking that.
This is clever. Even better than the saddle I designed for you.
It's the same as the one Daemon Targaryen built for his crippled nephew 120 years ago. I liked that one.
Honestly,
You know, I
Bran is
history better than
scaring me
anyone.
sometimes.
That would be useful as Lord of Winterfell.
I'm not Lord of Winterfell.
Yeah, he's not
You're the
going to
only
be.
surviving troop
He's
on
not
some
going
Red
to
Star.
want to be.
You don't want it.
Yeah.
I don't really want anymore.
We have to celebrate our victory.
Vomiting is not celebrated. Yes, it is.
Oh. Honestly, I think that they deserve to be happy, at least for a moment. Yeah, they definitely still have a lot of problems here.
That's the kind of man he is.
He's little.
But he's strong. Strong enough to befriend an enemy.
I don't know, this is so sweet. Just
Most people get bloody murdered. They stay that way. Not this one.
I didn't have much say in that.
He comes back and keeps fighting. Here, north of the wall, and then back
yeah,
here again.
yeah.
He
Jon is
keeps
just
fighting.
amazing.
Keeps fighting. He climbed on the fucking dragon and
I feel like
fought.
this is not helping
What kind of
Daenerys
person
right
climbs on a
now.
fucking dragon? A madman or a king?
Yeah. Seeing how much people love him and all of that.
You're a virgin.
Oh
That's a
wow.
statement about the present. At no point in the past, up until this very moment, have you slept with a man. Or a woman.
Is she?
I have to piss.
We did it. We faced those.
So
icy
she
fucks.
is, right?
Right
She didn't
into
say
their
anything.
lies, and here we are.
Now, which one of you cowards shit in my pants?
Okay, leave her go to the toilet, please.
Please pardon me for a
Yeah.
moment.
But it's Jamie. It's Jamie turn. Like, yeah. We're shipping them more. At least I'm shipping them more.
This fucker comes north and takes her from me. Just takes her like that.
Oh, poor Tormund.
My heart is broken. Don't touch me.
You can touch me.
Oh.
I'm not afraid of wild things.
Maybe you should be.
It's time to drown our sorrows.
I'm not done with my drink.
He moved on so easily, like that. And Brienne doesn't mean anything anymore.
Are you ready now?
This is my drink.
Oh god, he doesn't even care for Wallon here.
I've seen much worse than you since then.
Yes, I've heard. And you were broken in.
Sansa have gone through like a
And you were
lot.
broken in rough.
and he got what he deserved. I gave it to him.
Oh.
Ramsay.
Hounds.
You've changed, little bird.
Well, she have gone through a lot. I would be surprised if she didn't change. Oh, he's still looking for Arya. And where is she actually? Yeah. Okay, found her. Yeah, found her. He's like the hero now, like killing the Night King.
I am celebrating.
Yeah, I am too.
Typical, yeah.
Congratulations.
I think he deserves that.
I don't know how to be lord of anything. I hardly know how to use a fork. All I know is that you're beautiful, and I love you, and none of it will be worth anything if you're not with me.
Oh, he's so in love with Arya. Oh my god.
Be my wife.
He's
Be the lady of
proposing
Storm's
to
End.
her. But she doesn't want to be a lady. Right? Or?
You'll be a wonderful lord. And any lady would be lucky to have you.
Yeah. She doesn't want
I'm
to.
not a lady.
Yeah, she doesn't want to be a lady.
I never have been.
This is not her path to go.
That's not me.
Yeah. This was actually very expected from her.
You didn't drink
I didn't drink.
in the game.
I drank.
In the game. This is Stormwich.
This is not a game. This is only drinking.
Suit yourself.
Well, I think this was exactly his purpose here.
It's bloody hot in here.
Oh, we're starting to undress? Okay.
Oh, move aside.
Oh, we're dressing each other. Okay.
What are you doing?
Taking your shirt off.
I've never slept with a knight before.
I've never slept with anyone before.
Yeah, so she was a virgin. That's why she
You have
left.
to drink. Those are the rules.
I told you.
Yes! I was waiting for that. I was just waiting for them to be together. I'm so happy.
If he could have chosen a way to die, it would have been protecting you.
Yeah. I think this was like the perfect way for him to go away. To
And I
die.
couldn't love him back. Not the way he wanted. Not the way I love you.
She's actually an amazing actress.
Is that all right?
I'm still shipping them, but right now both of them knows that they're related. Yeah, she's your auntie?
I wish you'd never told me.
Yeah, I
I
guess
didn't
things
know I'd
would
be happy
be
right now.
so much easier, but
I
this is
tried
not
to
John.
forget. Tonight I did for a while, and then I saw them gathered around you. I saw the way
Yeah.
they looked at you.
So this was the moment that things
I know that
changed.
look. So many people have looked at me that way, but never here.
What happens when they demand you press your claim and take what is mine?
Actually, yeah. Things are not so easy as I imagined them to
You are
be.
my queen. I don't know what else I can say.
You can say nothing to anyone ever. Never tell them who you really are. Swear your brother and Samuel Tarly to secrecy and tell no one else. Or it will take on a life of its own and you won't be able to control it or what it does to people.
But this
No
is
matter
not
how many
John,
times
like
you
he
bend the
doesn't
knee,
like
no
to
matter
to
what you
lie.
swear.
I have to tell Sansa and I.
Sansa will want to see me gone and you on the Iron Throne.
She
Yeah,
won't.
this is actually true.
She's not the girl he grew up with. Not after what she's seen.
She have changed, yeah.
Not after what they've done to her.
I owe them the truth.
Even if the truth destroys us.
It won't.
It will.
Oh, things are so complicated.
You are my queen. Nothing will change that.
Oh, I love the way that Jon is
And they're my
talking.
family.
They
We can
deserve,
live together.
they deserve the truth.
We can. I've just told you how.
Oh, she changed fast. The tone. True.
We need the capital.
I watched the people of King's Landing rebel against their king when they were hungry, and that was before winter began. Give them the opportunity, and they will cast Cersei aside.
We'll surround the
Do you
city.
think so? Like she's
If the Iron
very
Fleet tries to ferry in more
manipulative.
food, the dragons will destroy them. If the Lannisters and the Golden Company attack, we'll defeat them in the field.
Once the people see that Cersei is our only enemy,
They're going
reign
to
is
turn. Yeah.
I came north to fight alongside you, at great cost to my armies and myself. Now that the time has come to reciprocate, you want to postpone.
It's not just our people, it's yours.
Yeah.
You
Okay,
want to throw them into a war they're not
I can
ready to
understand
fight.
why she's in a
The longer I
hurry,
leave
but
my enemies alone, the stronger they become.
The northern forces.
I think
will
that
honor
they're
their
right.
promises
Like you have to
and their
give them
allegiance
time so they can
to the
fight
Queen of the
better
Seven Kingdoms.
and they can actually win.
What you command, we will obey. You understand we'd all be dead if not for her. We'd be corpses marching down to King's Landing.
Arya's the one
Yeah.
that killed the Night King,
Her men gave their lives defending Winterfell.
and we will never forget them. That doesn't mean that I want to kneel to someone.
I
who-
swore myself and the North to her cause.
I respect that.
You
Okay,
respect it.
they're actually very against
We
it.
needed her.
Yeah.
We needed her army.
We have to give her that. We have to give her
You did the right
credit
thing.
that she helped.
And we're doing the right thing telling you we don't trust your queen. I don't need many allies.
Arya.
We're family.
Arya.
The four of us. The last of the Starks.
Yeah, technically Jon is still kinda Stark, like half
I've
Stark.
never been a Stark.
Is he going to tell them? He is, right?
It's your choice.
And Bran is just sitting there and watching him struggle with the
I need
truth.
to tell you something. But you have to swear you'll never tell another soul.
what's she like down there?
What?
Are we seriously going to
not
talk
your
about it?
concern.
Yeah, please.
I haven't been with a woman for years. Give me a morsel.
You're a dog.
I am the imp, and I demand to know.
I knew you were fucking her. Pair of tall blonde
Oh
toffs.
yeah.
You like looking in the
He
mirror?
was supposed to
What's the
kill
problem with
them.
Blackwater. Where's your drink? What do you do?
Couldn't he just run away from there?
Oh,
And
this is for you.
he's not going to kill them. Like
You're supposed to be
they're
sour.
friends.
I'm just trying.
I've never hit a dwarf before, but say another
wow.
word and I will belt you.
See, I don't believe you do that.
You couldn't do it on your best day, you one-handed fuck, and your best days are long gone.
Wait, why is he like that? Like
I did not break
he's
your nose.
there
How do
because
you
of
know? I've been
them
breaking
and they're
noses since I was your
friends.
size, and I
They're
know what it
supposed
sounds
to
like.
be.
Now listen. Your sister offered me River Run. Nice big
Are we
castle.
still
good
thinking
land,
of only
plenty
about
peasants
money
who do what they're
here?
told.
You trust Cersei.
I knew
Yeah.
your sister was dead the second I saw those dragons. Now, your army may be torn to shit, but I'd still bet on your dragon queen to win. And it just so happens I'm a betting man.
We made a deal long ago. Do you remember?
If anyone offered me money to kill you, you'd pay me double. What's Double River Run?
High Garden. You could be Lord of the Reach.
Hygon, are you mad?
It's better than being dead.
He's not going to kill us. He wouldn't be talking.
Oh my, he's actually going to kill them if they doesn't offer him a good deal.
Hygon will never belong to a cutthroat.
I'll come find you when the war is done. Till then, don't die.
There is not at all like a character development here. Like he's still thinking about money and deals, and I don't know, I thought that he's going to change with time.
You're heading to King's Landing?
Some unfinished business.
Me too.
Are they going to be a team again?
I don't plan on coming back.
Neither do I.
So they're going to be a
None of
team
you want to die
again.
again if I get hurt.
Probably.
You know she loves your brother.
That doesn't mean she'll be a good queen.
Yeah, I actually think that
determined to
Daenerys
defend
really
her.
loves him.
A good relationship between the Iron Throne and the North.
She just
has been
loves
core
the
of
Iron
every
Throne
peaceful,
even more.
prosperous reign we've ever known.
John will be Warden of the North, so a good relationship seems likely.
I don't expect him to spend much time here going forward.
Well, I suppose that's up to him.
You don't have to be her friend. But why provoke her? How is that in the best interest of your family or the North?
You're afraid of her.
Every good ruler needs to inspire a bit of fear.
Yeah, because of the way that Daenerys deals
I don't
with
want John to go down there.
people.
The men in my
that are
family
not
don't
with
do
her.
well in the capital.
No. But as your brother once told me, he's not a Stark.
Yeah, he's a Targaryen.
All right.
What if there's someone else? Someone better?
Oh, she's actually going to tell him the secret. Like, she swears she's not going to do that, and she's going to do that.
We need room to wander. I'll take them back to the castle black as soon as the winter storms pass. Back where we belong.
Oh, I just love their friendship so much.
It's where he belongs still. The direwolf has
Oh,
no
I actually
place in this
didn't
house.
saw that his ear. Oh,
You take him
poor
with you.
ghost.
He'll be happier up there.
So would you.
Ghost is going to go away.
I wish I was going with you.
What?
That's right, Ian. The nights have been getting longer, and there wasn't that much to do in our town. There's only
Is she
some books to
pregnant?
read, so we...
I'm sure he knows how it happens, Sam.
Oh, this is so cool.
If it's a boy, we want to name him John.
I hope it's a girl.
You're the best friend I ever had. You too, Sam.
I don't know why this sounded like a goodbye forever. Hook. And there is no hook for Ghost? Come on. He deserved Hook. At least one.
Think of the past 20 years. The war, the murder, the misery. All of it because Robert Baratheon loved someone who didn't love him back.
Yeah. It
How many
literally
others, man?
started like that, everything.
Including us. 8.
And then it's not a secret anymore. It's information. If a handful of people know now, hundreds will know soon. Then what happens?
She loses the North. She loses the Vale.
Honestly,
Sounds
like
a bit short of
Sansa,
that.
seriously,
That's worse
why was she
Yes, a better
telling these
claim to the
secrets?
throne.
She was
He
supposed to
doesn't
keep
want
it.
the throne.
I'm not sure it matters what he wants.
Yeah, they're going to make him.
The fact is, people are drawn to him.
He loves our queen. And she loves him.
Can they just be together and rule
If we marry
together?
them, they could rule together.
Yeah.
She's his aunt.
They never stopped a Targaryen before.
No,
Yeah.
but Jon grew up in Winterfell. Is marrying your Aunt Common in the north.
Oh, Varys is just like
You know our queen
subconscious
better than I do. Do you
here.
think she wants to share the throne? She does not like to have her authority questioned.
Something she has in common with every monarch who ever lived.
I worry about his state of mind.
I feel like
We are
Tyrion is
advisors
just
to the queen, worrying
so much
about
on
his
her
state of
side
mind is
and
our
trying
job.
to excuse her.
Maybe Cersei will win and kill us all. That would solve our problems.
Yeah, this is one way to solve all of your problems for sure. Like Cersei winning and killing everyone. Yeah, perfect. Perfect plan. Ah, the dragons. What? Oh, what? No! They just killed the other dragon! Like there is only one. Oh, this is a true war here right now. Like killing the dragon? Burn him, burn him. Oh, they're like coming from everywhere. Oh. He looks so mad, like his face, like crazy. How did they find them so fast? Like, how? Oh god. Oh wow. Oh yeah, this was big damage, like very big. Oh, they're alive. Oh, Miss. Oh, did she die? Did she die there?
You're certain about the dragon?
I saw it sink beneath the waves.
That must have been glorious.
The glory is yours,
There-
my queen.
What a team!
When the war is
What a
won,
team!
the lion shall rule the land, the kraken shall rule the sea. And our child shall one day rule them all.
Yeah. Well, you literally killed her child.
If she wants to take the castle, she'll have to murder thousands of innocent people first.
This is so sick. She's endangering every other person so she can be safe and she can win. Oh, she took her.
These are the people you came here to protect. I beg you, your grace, do not destroy the city you came to save. Do not become what you
This
have always
sentence.
struggled to defeat.
Oh wow. Oh yeah, these two sentences are.
Do you believe we're here for a reason, Woodferris?
She's not going to listen
I'm
to
here
him.
to free the world from tyrants. That is my destiny. And I will serve it no matter the cost.
If there's a chance to avoid the coming slaughter, we should.
I don't think this is going to work like that.
Cersei will not prevent a slaughter.
Yeah.
But perhaps it's good the people see that Daenerys Stormborn made every effort to avoid bloodshed. And Cersei Lannister refused.
But like Cersei for sure is going to refuse.
Sky falls down upon them.
And there is going to be bloodshed.
A Targaryen father and a Stark mother. John's the one man alive who might actually be able to keep the North in the Seven Kingdoms.
How many kings and queens have you served? 5, 6? I've lost count.
You've always known my reasons.
At a certain point, you choose a person you believe in, and you fight for that person.
Even if you know it's a mistake.
I believe in our queen. She'll make the right choice.
I really hope so,
With
but...
the help of her loyal advisors.
You know I will never betray the realm.
What is the realm? A vast continent home to millions of people, most of whom don't care who sits on the Iron Throne.
Millions of people, many of whom will die if the wrong person sits on that throne. We don't know
I
their
love
names,
this
but they're just as
conversation
real as you and
here.
I. They deserve to live. They deserve food for their children.
Yeah, this is like very
I will
important who's
act
going to
in
sit
their
on the
interests,
Iron
no
Throne.
matter the personal cost.
So what happens to her? Please. Don't.
What is he going to do?
I've spoken as honestly as I can.
I always wanted to be there when they execute your sister. Seems like I won't get the chance.
Wow. Sounds like you've changed a lot. Please tell me he's not going to protect Cersei or something like that. Now he has Brienne. Please tell me he's not going back to Cersei. Like, seriously. He has to be away from her, like away from her influence.
They're going to destroy
and
that city. You know they will.
Have you ever run away from a fight?
You're not like your sister. You're not. You're better than she is. You're a good man and you can't save her. You don't need to die with
yeah, yeah.
her. Stay here.
Oh.
I pushed a boy out a tower window, crippled him for life. For Cersei. I strangled my cousin with my own hands, just to get back to Cersei. I would have murdered every man, woman, and child in Riverrun for Cersei.
Exactly why he should be away from Cersei.
And so am I.
Oh, he's breaking her heart. I feel like the perfect thing for him is actually to kill Cersei and to finally be free from her influence, and it would make sense for his character. And there's so little amount of them. She's for sure not going to surrender. It's on her favor right now.
I don't want to hear the screams of children burning alive.
Yeah.
No, it is not a pleasant sound.
I don't want to hear it. Help me save this city.
My lord, I am only a mouthpiece for our queen.
Your queen.
Cersei is queen of the Seven Kingdoms. You are her subject.
Her reign is over.
Okay.
You understand this?
Because
Help her
she literally
understand
burned
We understand nothing
everyone.
of the sort. Your queen's last dragon is vulnerable. Your armies are battle-weary and depleted.
Yeah,
While ours
it's on
have been
favor of
reinforced with the Golden
Cersei,
Company.
honestly.
I know you don't care about your people. Why should you? They hate you, and you hate them.
This is so tragic that she's the ruler and she doesn't care about people.
I know this. I know this because I've seen it. You've always loved your children. More than yourself. More than Jamie.
Yeah. Yeah, this is true.
If not for yourself, then for your child.
If she's really pregnant...
But that doesn't mean your life has to end. Doesn't mean your baby has to die.
If you have any last words, now is the time.
Oh, yeah, of course. How could you think that there is anything good left in Cersei? No! Please, someone save her. No, no. Of course, like, yeah. Cersei. Oh, and he watched that. There is nothing good left in Cersei. Oh, she just declined war. Oh. Why I feel like Daenerys is going to do something that all of us are going to regret. Oh my god. Cersei. Yeah, of course. Of course. I'm not even surprised. Like, I told you she's not going to surrender. Like, she is going to prefer to die, but she's not going to surrender. There is nothing good left in Cersei if it ever was something good in her in the first place. Ugh. And I still don't know if she's actually pregnant. I still think that she's just manipulating everyone with that child. But okay, the actress who is playing like Cersei is just amazing. I really hate her, but I have to admit that she's just so amazing. And I feel like everyone is just pushing Daenerys more and more, and she has always had the tendency to be very emotional with her decisions, and I feel like she's very close to actually breaking, freaking out, and just releasing all of her anger to everyone, especially that face that she made at the end. I just know that she's going to do something because she's angry, and probably all of us are going to regret that, but yeah, that face, I think she's going to do something. All of the things that are happening to her lately, like she has been disappointed a lot of times with bad advices. She has suffered a lot of losses, including now she has only one dragon. The situation with Jon, where she doesn't know what's going to happen with the Iron Throne and her claim. That's a lot of things, and I hope everything is going to be alright, but this face that she made at the end, yeah. And about Jon, I actually really love how he's trying to do the right thing. Like, he's trying to show Daenerys that he loves her and that he's on her side, but in the same time, like, he's trying to do the right thing for his family and for himself. About Jaime, I really don't know what he's doing. I was so happy that he's with Brienne and he finally was moving on from Cersei, but I guess now he's going back to her and maybe he's going to try to talk with her. I'm really not sure. But yeah, seriously, like, he broke Brienne's heart, and I was so happy that they're together, and because I was really shipping them. And there was one thing that I thought about. I don't know if I'm being irrational here or it's just my imagination, but I think that it's going to make perfect sense for him and for his character arc to actually be the one to kill Cersei at the end, because in that way he's going to be released from her influence, because he has always been manipulated from her and all of that. I don't know if that makes sense or yeah. Also about Sansa, I just knew that she's going to tell the secret. At the moment that she asked the question, how are we supposed to keep the secret if we don't know what is it? And I just knew that she's going to tell the secret, and yeah, she has changed a lot. Also, for Varys, you remember that I really didn't like his character at the beginning, like in the first seasons, and now I actually really love his character and the way that he's talking and the way that he's asking all of these questions. It seems like he's asking a very right questions, and I really love the conversation with him and Tyrion in this episode, and the things they were talking about. They actually answered some of the questions that I had. For example, you remember that I asked at the end of some episode, I asked, okay, what's the problem? You know, if they rule together, well, I don't see the problem. You remember that I said that, right? And now I can kind of see what's happening here. If they rule together and they marry each other, if people knew that Jon is the rightful heir to the Iron Throne, Daenerys is not going to be like the most powerful one, and she doesn't like her authority to be questioned. So now I can see that, and I was asking, okay, I don't see the problem. Now I can see the problem. But I really have to admit that Cersei and Daenerys, the actresses who are playing their characters, are just amazing. Really, really amazing. And now I guess I cannot talk. Sorry. There are so many things that I want to say that I'm just forgetting words, and I'm trying to go from one thing to another thing, and yeah, it's just becoming such a mess here. So now I guess they're going to fight with Cersei, and I feel like everything is on favor of her, because you saw that, I feel like everything is in favor of her, but I'm not sure who is actually going to win at the end, and that's why I'm very interested to see what's going to happen, because I have only 2 episodes left. I cannot believe that. I don't know, I really cannot believe that. I don't want this to end. Really. So hope you enjoy, and without further ado, of course, if there is something that I'm mistaking, you can always tell me in the comment section, because yeah, I'm going to be very happy. So hope you enjoy, and bye.